Welcome to the No Views News. This program was created on Sunday, February 21st, at 3:25 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, by Zeno Reader. There are 591 headlines from 108 feeds we check to build this automated report. Welcome to No Views, daily automated podcast news. The headlines in this super unknown daily news summary do not imply fact-checking or endorsement of ideas. The first headlines are from the current most popular news site, Yahoo News, with 175 million estimated monthly unique visitors. How some drugs can turn into a cancer-causing chemical in the body. Trump offered Kim Jong-un a ride home on Air Force One after their second summit, new series reveals. Trump's fate hangs over Attorney General nominee Merrick Garland's confirmation hearing. Ted Cruz's wife and children back in U.S. after controversial Mexico trip. 90,000 more Americans could die by June. World may never reach herd immunity. Live COVID-19 updates. Growing number of Republican donors aim to prize party from Trump influence. I regret to inform you all that history will not save America from itself. Israel shuts Mediterranean shore after oil devastates coast. I flew on the two largest U.S. airlines in 2021 and couldn't believe how much better Delta was handling the pandemic over American. Transgender Oathkeeper petitions for release from jail following charges relating to the Capitol siege, reportedly citing safety fears. The next headlines are from the second most popular news website at this time, with 150 million unique monthly visitors, Google News. Fauci, possible Americans will be wearing masks in 2022 to protect against COVID-19, CNN. Senator Ted Cruz delivers water in Texas after Cancun getaway backlash, New York Post. Trump to speak at CPAC in first public appearance since leaving White House, while Pence declines invitation, CNN. 50% of mild, moderate COVID patients have symptoms after 6 months, study, the Jerusalem Post. SNL cold open, Britney Spears gets Ted Cruz, Andrew Cuomo to apologize, Rolling Stone. 90,000 more Americans could die by June, world may never reach herd immunity, live COVID-19 updates, USA Today. A Curious Observer's Guide to Quantum Mechanics, Part 7, The Quantum Century, Ars Technica. Gas traders pleaded for cash as Texas cold upended their market, Bloomberg. Derek Lewis explains extra punches after Curtis Blades knockout. That's not my fault, that's Herb Dean's, MMA fighting. Funeral and more protests follow deadly shootings in Myanmar, the Associated Press. The following headlines are from the third most popular news website, with 110 million unique monthly visitors, The Huffington Post. Organ transplant patient dies after receiving COVID-infected lungs. Merrick Garland vows to oversee prosecution of Capitol rioters as Attorney General. FBI reportedly probing Roger Stone's, Alex Jones' possible links to Capitol violence. Michael Flynn embraced his role as QAnon hero, then his fans stormed the Capitol. What Democrats can learn from Obamacare, according to Barack Obama. Nomadland is an astonishing movie and a worthy Oscar frontrunner. Entire school board resigns after trash-talking parents in hot mic moment. Skateboarding champion charged for hosting Los Angeles party amid pandemic. Sizzling Reg Jean Page burns down the cast, gets SNL audience screaming in monologue. 80 Bryant's Ted Cruz makes SNL apology scene with a pina colada and Britney Spears. The next headlines are from the fourth most popular news website, with 95 million estimated unique monthly visitors, CNN. DACA applicant hoping for immigration reform. Street racing targeted in crackdown bill. Radio host is living kidney donor for mom-in-law. Warning, heart attack risk while shoveling snow. Students make Valentine's Day cards for seniors. Friends, military vets plan to open brewery. Man nearly loses hand trying to unclog snowblower. Could produce prices rise due to winter storm? Firefighters dispute with city over sick days from vaccine side effects. Equipment stolen from volunteer fire company. The next headlines are from the fifth most popular news website at this time, with 70 million estimated unique monthly visitors, the New York Times. How Democrats are already maneuvering to shape Biden's first Supreme Court pick. Louisiana gun store shooting leaves 3 dead, including gunman. Novak Djokovic wins Australian Open final over Daniil Medvedev. Just desserts. Justice Department is said to be examining Stone's possible ties to Capitol rioters. United flight sheds debris over Broomfield, Colo, after engine failure. The Sunday Read, the men who turned credit card points into an empire. Team Molly, the family after Molly Steensapier's death. Coronavirus, Texas, Mars, your weekend briefing. CDC announces $200 million down payment to track virus variants. The following headlines are from the sixth most popular news website, with an estimated 65 million monthly unique visitors, Fox News. Justin Haskins, Texas energy crisis, AOC, Green New Deal to the rescue, here's the truth. California mom who vanished during pandemic road trip 8 months ago found dead in desert. Rookie NASCAR driver Ty Gibbs wins debuts Xfinity Series race. Newt Gingrich, woke American military puts U.S. in danger, here's how. 14M Texas residents still under boil water notices, as tens of thousands lack running water. Ricky Lake announces engagement to Ross Birmingham, he is my person. Dems $2 trillion coronavirus bailout bill a job killer, GOP House Budget Panel leader says. Pence declines CPAC invitation, source. Weekend Update hosts mock Senator Ted Cruz after he abandoned Texas for camping trip. Ken Jennings honors Alex Trebek while stepping down as Jeopardy! Guest host. You are hearing today's top news headlines and more. Today is Sunday, February 21st. The next headlines are from the seventh most popular news website, with 63 million estimated monthly unique visitors, CBS News. Former 49ers QB Alex Smith on Kaepernick, he obviously was trying to tell us something. Buffalo Bills home in the Silence of the Lambs will soon be open to overnight guests. The next headlines are from the eighth most popular news website, with an estimated 53 million monthly unique visitors, Mail Online, the Daily Mail. UK records 9,834 more COVID cases, down 10% on last week. Foreign lorry drivers who spend less than 48 hours in the UK will not have to pass a COVID test. Activist hired by Sadiq Khan to review London statues is branded racist over blog posts. Terrified passengers aboard United flight suffering catastrophic engine failure erupt into applause. South African mutant COVID strain spreads to Essex as surge testing is launched. 2 boys arrested for kidnapping after car was stolen from owner's driveway with sons inside. John Lewis is set to shut 8 of its 42 remaining department stores. 9 areas of the UK will vaccinate all over 50 by March 7. Boris Johnson must end ban on outdoor sports now, top scientist urges. Woman takes in neglected animals and has now saved nearly 200. The following headlines are from the 9th most popular news website, with an estimated 47 million monthly unique visitors, The Washington Post. This is The Washington Post World News Feed. Libyan Interior Minister survives attack on motorcade. Nigerian military plane crashes near capital airport, 7 dead. With heavy hearts, Italians mark year of COVID-19 outbreak. 6 months after massive Beirut explosion, official investigation has been upended. I want to choose my COVID vaccine, strong opinions on Oxford versus Pfizer emerge in UK. Tensions rise between Somalia and UAE over delayed elections. Reports, Israel buys vaccines for Syria in prisoner deal. North Korea's economy is ravaged by sanctions and pandemic isolation, Kim is lashing out. 2 more protesters killed in Myanmar as demonstrations against military coup continue. In a Russian court, Alexei Navalny loses again but still has the last word. The next headlines are from the 10th most popular news website, which has an estimated 42 million monthly unique visitors, The Guardian. This is The Guardian's US news feed. Coronavirus live news. Fauci says Americans may still be wearing masks in 2022. UK record 215 deaths. Aston Villa 1-2 Leicester City, Premier League, as it happened. Arsenal v Manchester City, Premier League, live. Myanmar coup, witnesses describe killing of protesters as demonstrations continue. The weekend's best photos, ice racing, bikers protest. West Ham move into top 4 as Jesse Lingard earns win over Tottenham. Novak Djokovic shows pretenders he is not ready to hand over crown yet. Jonathan Halcroft. Oil spill from passing ship blackens Israel's Mediterranean shoreline. Deal reached in lawsuit accusing James Franco of sexual misconduct. The following headlines are from the 12th most popular news website, with an estimated 36 million monthly unique visitors, ABC News. More money for schools and necessary if U.S. not focused on reopening, Scalaz. Zookeeper attacked by lion in Germany suffers injuries. Pandemic's mental health burden heaviest among young adults. Heavy snow across Rockies and Cascades, seasonable air returns to the Gulf Coast. 95-year-old Tennessee man who was Nazi guard gets deported to Germany. Gun store shootout leaves 3 dead, 2 injured, officials say. The next headlines are from the 13th most popular news website, with an estimated 35 million monthly unique visitors, the BBC News. 7 die in Nigerian Air Force Abuja plane crash. Malcolm X family demands reopening of murder investigation. Israel pollution, tar globs disfigure coast after oil spill. Video shows U.S. plane engine on fire. U.S. plane scatters engine debris over Denver homes. Myanmar coup, huge crowds mourn woman killed in protests. COVID, WHO pleads with Tanzania to start reporting cases. 3 killed in New Orleans gunshot shooting. Passengers describe explosion as plane engine fails. Australian PM is vaccinated as rollout begins. The following headlines are from the 14th most popular news website, with an estimated 34 million monthly unique visitors, USA Today. Today in history for February 21st. It should be a beautiful place. Cincinnati's BLM mural is fading in winter. Will the city fix it? 3 killed after shooting at Louisiana gun shop. AP Top Stories February 20th p. School board resigns after mocking parents on reopening. Weather could fuel virus spread in Texas. Latest COVID-19 updates. Plane drops debris during emergency landing. Pennsylvania police officer arrested by FBI for alleged participation in U.S. Capitol riot, suspended. Stranded international college students feel abandoned. They are suing the U.S. government. Death toll rising days after winter storm set thousands of cold temperature records. The next headlines are from the 15th most popular news website, with an estimated 35.5 million monthly unique visitors, the LA Times. Before far-right UCLA student stormed Capitol, he faced furor over incendiary tweets. No quick path to reopening. LA Unified is emerging as school year slips away. At 113, she's California's oldest native. She got through a tough 2020 and is still going strong. Op-ed, how to make sure the LA River Master Plan fulfills its promise to the gateway cities. Mega miracle will be needed to overcome dry February in Los Angeles. LA County coronavirus numbers continue to drop as more cases of UK variant are reported. Bay Area school board members resign after making disparaging comments about parents in virtual meeting. Southern California winds threaten trees and power lines. Man who sold near-death puppies to families ordered to pay more than $200,000 in restitution. Remains found in San Bernardino County are identified as missing Walnut Creek woman. We hope you are enjoying this news podcast. Today is Sunday, February 21st, 2021. You just heard from the top 15 most popular news websites in the world. More from other news sources is up next. Next, Reddit World News. Reddit is a user collective which claims over 430 million active users per month, and these are the top voted stories today. UK speeds up vaccinations. All adults get first jab by July 31st. Canada vows to be next country to make Facebook pay for news. School officials order windows screwed shut after teachers open them to increase ventilation. Japan discovers new coronavirus variant. Russia reports first human infected with H5N8 bird flu. Myanmar protesters gather, undeterred by worst day of violence. WHO panel to recommend deeper probe into farms that supply wet markets in Wuhan. UNRWA continue teaching hate after claiming it dropped content report. Coronavirus, latest data shows vaccine reduces transmission, Hancock. Risk of illness drops 95.8% after second Pfizer vaccine dose, Israel says. Prefectural governor in Japan wants 2021 Olympics and torch relay cancelled. Tokyo not pleased. Thousands rally in Myanmar after the bloodiest day of anti-coup protests so far. Poland to introduce retirement benefits for police dogs and horses. Thailand pushes cannabis as next cash crop. The next headlines are from Forbes. Taylor Swift's big announcement leads to Billboard 200 nomination this week. Opportunity missed, FC Barcelona vs Cadiz result and what we learned. The true challenge with inflation is that so few know what it is. European healthcare workers are refusing AstraZeneca vaccine over efficacy concerns. NHL's adjustments made Lake Tahoe experience a success. Customer engagement is your secret weapon to beat the competition. New York Giants free agency primer. Why Mesut Ozil's Arsenal to Fenerbahce transfer is unique. Roxana Gay is teaching a masterclass on writing for social change. Novak Djokovic earns 18th major title at Australian Open, closes gap on Federer, Nadal. The World Population Update. Currently, we are increasing by over 220,000 people a day, expecting to reach 8 billion in 2023. At the time this report was generated, the population was estimated to be 7,687,511,867 humans. Worldometers.info says there are 195 countries at this time and, of those, the top 10 with the largest populations are, in order, China, India, the United States, Indonesia, Pakistan, Brazil, Nigeria, Bangladesh, Russia, and then Mexico. The next headlines are from Variety. Watch Bad Bunny and Rosalia sizzle on Saturday Night Live. Kemp Powers explains why Regina King deserves a medal for directing One Night in Miami. Olivia Rodrigo's driver's license is for drinking buddies, too, in Saturday Night Live homage. Regine Page taps into Bridgerton role on Saturday Night Live. Tom and Jerry set as first foreign film to hit China post-Chinese New Year. Saturday Night Live parodies apology culture with Chloe Fineman as Britney Spears, A.D. Bryant as Ted Cruz. Time's Up condemns Brett Ratner's return, there should be no comeback. Cynthia Erivo, Shaka King and more discuss black identity in film. Chris D'Elia addresses sexual misconduct allegations, I do have a problem. Twitch replaces live Metallica audio with hilarious folk music to avoid copyright violation. The following headlines are from NPR, National Public Radio. How is the COVID-19 vaccination campaign going in your state? UK moves to speed up vaccinations, with goal of first dose for all adults by July 31st. Alan V. Farrow digs deep into a tale of celebrity, power and silence. safeguards, generosity, patience, a volunteer effort to vaccinate public school workers. Natural gas companies have their own plans to go low carbon. Merrick Garland heads for confirmation hearing, 5 years after he was denied a vote. Ropeless lobster fishing could save the whales. Could it kill the industry? Disinformation fuels a white evangelical movement. It led one Virginia pastor to quit. Ocasio-Cortez fundraising drive for Texas relief raises $4 million. Pope Francis accepts resignation of conservative African cardinal. The following headlines are from the week. 10 things you need to know today, February 21, 2021. SNL tries to coax apologies out of Ted Cruz, Andrew Cuomo, Gina Carano in latest cold open. Djokovic inches closer to Nadal, Federer with 18th Grand Slam title. 6 light-filled homes in Northern California. The boom in green energy. Israeli data shows Pfizer vaccine nearly 99% effective at preventing COVID-19 deaths 2 weeks after second dose. Individuals in 77 Texas counties eligible for federal assistance after Biden approves disaster declaration. Why upcoming GOP primaries may not double as Trump-McConnell proxy wars. Police reportedly killed 2 anti-coup protesters in Myanmar. 10 things you need to know today, February 20, 2021. The next headlines are from Physics Buzz News. Perseverance rover's new home. The following headlines are from the NASA Mars Exploration Program. NASA's Mars helicopter reports in. The next headlines are from Universe Today. Just some of the planets that TESS has found nearby. These are the news headlines for today, Sunday, February 21st. This podcast is produced only in English at this time. As of 2020, the Ethnologue reference lists 7,117 different human languages, with English being the third most common, after Mandarin Chinese and Spanish. The following headlines are from earthsky.org. Swarm of black holes discovered. Images of shadows cast by jet contrails. Upheaval and extinctions linked to magnetic reversal 42,000 years ago. Moon in winter circle February 20th, 21st and 22nd. The next news is from Politico. The vaccines that could stop COVID-19. Boris Johnson, British adults to be vaccinated by July 31st. BioNTech Pfizer, vaccine can be stored at higher temps. Alexei Navalny's appeal rejected by Moscow court. Biden's first 100 days. Europe looks to go it alone on microchips amid US-China clash. Fauci calls 500,000 coronavirus deaths terrible. Texas and California built different power grids, but neither stood up to climate change. Facebook political ad ban blocks pro-vaccine messages. UN nuclear chief in Iran as it threatens watchdogs cameras. The next headlines are from the Sydney Morning Herald in Australia. West Ham continue Premier League charge with win over Tottenham. It hurts. I'm a human being, Djokovic on being public enemy number 1. Rape response reminds us of the leadership we lack. Morrison knows his power, now is the time to use it. Linda Reynolds doesn't deserve criticism, her response to Higgins' rape claim was textbook. Schoolgirls' right to call for proper sex education. After a year of stress and hardship, today is a good day. Political ads, fake news targeted in newly formed misinformation code. In the Herald, February 22, 1969. Justice Support Scheme for Cognitively Impaired Youth and Adults at Risk. The next headlines are from MarketWatch. The Tesla Bitcoin gambit already made $1 billion, more than 2020 profit from car sales, estimates analyst. Market Watch Premium, these ETFs can give you high dividend yields with relatively low risk. Newswatch, inflation is rising and so are investors' fears about stocks. Dispatches from a pandemic, are people willing to live with more COVID-19 deaths? One of Europe's most infected cities has just loosened restrictions. Cryptus, is Bitcoin headed to $100,000 in 2021 or is its price unsustainable? The Moneyist, I am held hostage in my own home, my husband's son lives with us, he is physically abusive and menacing. The Moneyist, my wealthy fiancé wants me to accept standard of living costs should we divorce, I'm a proud veteran and won't accept more than $50,000, who's right? The Moneyist, my husband burned through all of our finances, if we divorce, I don't want him to get one penny, how can I protect myself? The Moneyist, I pay my boyfriend rent and help run his property business, he takes my commissions and won't discuss marriage, what can I do? State Attorneys General call on Biden to cancel up to $50,000 in student debt to provide immediate relief to millions. Next, the top stories about patents and inventions. Patented tech now eligible for incentives under Investment Priorities Plan, Business World Online. AI Innovations top patent filings in 2020, technology decisions. Book introduces children to rare discoveries of Indian scientists, Outlook India. Dean, margin is not the answer, your valley. Dave Joshi, recipient of 2020 New Jersey State Governor's Jefferson Award, tapinto.net. A wholesome IPR scheme for startups and small enterprise, live law, Indian legal news. The next headlines are from Quartz. Listen, a playlist for TikTok's effect on music. How TikTokers get record deals. How TikTok stars are reinventing the path to fame. How TikTok is changing the music industry. Why it's time to stop searching for Fela Kuti's successor. WTO appointment, Tanzania's pneumonia problem, Nollywood-Bollywood crossover. Inside the 6-month experiment to revive New York's performing arts scene. How did Chile get so many people vaccinated against COVID-19? Is this the end of Texas's Wild West electricity market? Biden wants to fix the U.S.'s bad math on carbon, and economists are lining up with suggestions. The following headlines are from Tech Dirt. Game Jam winner spotlight, The Great Gatsby tabletop role-playing game. Fire TV porn service asks 11th Circuit panel to resurrect trademark suit against Amazon over Fire TV. Reminder, just a few days left before our 230 Matters conversation with Section 230 authors Ron Wyden and Chris Cox. We are now about 1/3 of the way through this daily news headlines podcast, a free service. Here, next, are the top trending keywords in Google web searches for today, a different window on world events. H5N8. CPAC. Bad Bunny. Oscar Valdez. Sidney Crosby. Steph Curry. Rihanna. Adrian Broner. DeMarcus Cousins. Real Madrid. The next headlines are from RT, the first Russian news station in English. Vicious, scary stuff, Oscar Valdez scores knockout of the year contender with stunning one-shot KO of Miguel Berkelt, video. Russia to team up with UAE to develop supersonic passenger jet, trade minister. 2 people injured in Netherlands as another Boeing jet rains down debris due to engine fire, photo. Disney labels The Muppet Show as offensive content in baffling disclaimer. Argentina swears in new health minister after cronyism scandal hit vaccination rollout and saw incumbent fired. Military passenger plane crashes in Nigeria, 7 dead, videos. Lost in translation, England ace Jadon Sancho bizarrely speaks in faux German accent in interview after Dortmund win, video. Yet again, Novak Djokovic rises above the slings and arrows to prove his class on court. Repertoire of far-right, French academics push for resignation of minister who wants probe into Islamo-leftism in education. Barcelona burns once again on fifth night of protests over rapper's imprisonment for insulting Spanish king, videos. The next headlines are from Zero Hedge. Will the economy replace 10 million jobs by 2022? Just as COVID vaccine found to be 99% effective in preventing death, Japan discovers new, more contagious strain. The markets may be starting to worry about rates. 95-year-old Tennessean deported from U.S. to Germany after admitting he'd been a Nazi camp guard. 2 weeks that changed the world, a Goldman post-mortem on the squeeze. Supermarket calls cops on disabled man for not wearing mask, tries to make him wear yellow sticker. 1,000 extra Marines stay put in Norway as Russia ramps up bomber warning flights in Arctic. Somalia is headed towards another tragic collapse despite billions in U.S. funding. Merkel, no end in sight until world is vaccinated. NATO chief says rise of China a defining issue for the alliance. The following headlines are from Al Jazeera, Middle East News. Thousands flee homes as storm Dujuan hits southern Philippines. Sudan devalues currency in effort to access debt relief. After deaths, WHO urges Tanzania to share COVID data, take action. Why are India's farmers angry? Start here. 7 killed as Nigerian military aircraft crashes near Abuja airport. Tennis, Djokovic wins record extending 9th Australian Open. What the vaccine debacle tells us about predatory capitalism. U.S. sanctions inflicted $1 trillion damage on Iran's economy, FM. A war zone, witnesses describe violence at Myanmar protests. Arauz and Lasso advance to Ecuador's presidential runoff. The next headlines are from Breitbart. Crisis control mode for Biden's first nominee, Neera Tanden. Dem Rep Khanna, we don't want small businesses that cannot afford $15 minimum wage. Asa Hutchinson, I would not support Trump in 2024, he should not define our future. GOP Rep McCall, Cruz's Cancun trip was a big mistake. Washington Post, Joe Biden has won praise for low-key approach to Texas disaster. Study, fan attendance at NFL NCAA games did not increase coronavirus spread. Vietnam vet dies while searching for oxygen during Texas winter storm. Alleged intruder shot dead after forcibly entering home. Farage, China launching communist takeover as CCP-linked firms buy UK schools. Illegal alien stabs immigration official to death after asylum claim rejected. The next headlines are from Odd, Strange and Bizarre Things. 2020's biggest celebrity breakups. Crazy glitch in the Matrix stories. The following headlines are from goodnewsnetwork.org. Mercy Chef serves its 10 millionth meal, then heads to Texas to feed bodies and souls in the cold. This week's inspiring horoscopes from Rob Bresney's Free Will Astrology. New XPRIZE funded by Elon Musk will award $100 million for top carbon removal ideas to address climate crisis. National Love Your Pet Day, people will do just about anything for their pup, says new survey. You're tuned to No Views, daily automated podcast news. This is a report for Sunday, February 21st. Thank you for listening. The next headlines are from Reddit Offbeat News. Chinese ambassador denounces pending vote by MPs on declaring genocide against Uyghurs. California bill would decriminalize psychedelics, paving the way for medical treatment. The AI research paper was real, the co-author wasn't. German far-right politic party wants to prohibit masturbation amongst youth because it takes away their masculinity. German Twitter gets masturbate against the AfD to trend. A tragic case, organ transplant patient dies after receiving COVID-infected lungs. Customers face $5,000 electric bills for 5 freezing days in Texas. Neanderthals died out after Earth's magnetic poles flipped, causing a climate crisis 42,000 years ago, a study says. Man with world's largest penis weighs it to prove it's real. Roses left on vehicles create temporary panic at co-shops and Walmart. The next headlines are from a site called The Next Web. Bitcoin isn't getting greener, 4 environmental myths about cryptocurrency debunked. Work towards getting certified as a true Microsoft Azure expert with this training package. Facebook pulled the trigger on Australian news and shot itself in the foot. The Dukes Pro turns your laptop into that sweet dual monitor setup you had back at the office. Move over far out. Far out is now the most distant object in our solar system. The following headlines are from Science Daily. Direct cloning method captures novel microbial natural products. Depression, anxiety, loneliness are peaking in college students. The hidden dance of roots revealed. This is a reading of news headlines. This broadcast was created on Sunday, February 21st from over 100 sources to give you a bigger picture of the news. The next headlines are from NASA News. NASA Science, cargo launches on 15th Northrop Grumman resupply mission to space station. The next headlines are from the Salt Lake Tribune. Black Utah ballerinas help shape new policies to welcome dancers of color into the white ballet world. Why all that snow we're shoveling may not rescue Utah from a bad water year. Cloud 9, Novak Djokovic wins 9th Australian Open, 18 Slam title. We're wasting too much water in Utah. Here are simple steps you can take to help. Robert Gehrke, Utah's predatory rental practices need a fresh look. Scott D. Pierce, Governor Spencer Cox's taste in TV really isn't bad at all. Letter, prosecution for the Patriots, re-election for the instigators. Letter, education on consent and what constitutes rape is essential. Leonard Pitts, I'm glad Joe Biden believes in unity, even if I don't. Letter, cowardly Republican senators bring to mind Lincoln's words on dishonor. The next headlines are from Slashdot, tech news for nerds. Could drinking coffee lower your risk of heart failure? Sophisticated new malware found on 30,000 Mac-Stum security pros. Developer claims Chrome uses 10x more RAM than Safari. Could an ethically correct AI shut down gun violence? Pfizer BioNTech technicians' COVID-19 vaccine just got a lot easier to distribute. Twitter's misinformation fighting tool Birdwatch makes mistakes. Will Boeing become the next McDonnell Douglas? Google is testing a dark mode for desktop search. Bill Gates questions societal value of GameStop mania, argues it'd be good to get rid of Bitcoin. Twitch censors live Metallica performance with darkest music imaginable. The next headlines are from Fox St. Louis. A quick round of showers Sunday followed by a milder weather pattern. Missouri medical marijuana lawyers worry about discipline. Sloth graduate plays a big part in Perseverance landing on Mars. Woman in custody after stealing Missouri State Highway Patrol vehicle. Hive updates. United Planes engine explodes after takeoff from Dia. Debris falls from sky. Police searching for missing 18-year-old in Florissant, could be endangered. Early morning fire damages Berkeley building, filling air with smoke. New legislation would protect drivers who hit protesters. Fire kills 10 horses in southeast Missouri. Woman dies in single vehicle accident early Saturday morning. These are the current headlines from the world's most interesting news websites. Thank you for listening. The next headlines are from Fox San Diego. Djokovic wins 9th Australian Open, 18 Slam title. Vaccine still available at other sites during Petco Park closure. Video shows helicopter rescue near Sunset Cliffs. Missouri girl receives new kidney from her pre-K teacher. Deal reached in suit alleging James Franco's sexual misconduct. COVID-19 can make the body attack itself, study finds. Bay Area wakes up to mysterious lights in the sky. Coming home, Padres Musgrove wears number 44 to honor PV. 2 Democratic governor C-stars dimmed by virus woes. Warm up, some areas could see temps in the 80s. The next headlines are from spooknews.com. Mossad chief heads to Washington to convey demands on Iran's nuclear issue. 4 Taiwan ex-intelligence officers charged with spying for China. Ex-KGB agent says Trump was a Russian asset. Does it matter? Family violence tech stalkers are about to be caught out. French spy and fitness instructor in blame game over kidnapping of Dubai princess. James Bond theory, stirred, not shaken is a secret MI6 code. Interview, Alison Epstein brings Elizabeth I's spy network to life in her first novel. Make Antifa a domestic terror group, Montana GOP state lawmaker, 20, says. Britain's MI6 spy master apologizes for past unjust and discriminatory treatment of LGBTQI+ people. Plex surprises users with Apple TV app integration test. The following headlines are from Defense Blog. 2 F-117 Nighthawk stealth aircraft spotted over Los Angeles. Eurovista showcases latest defense capabilities during IDEX 2021. Iveco unveils medium tactical vehicle at IDEX 2021. John Cockerell Defense showcases its latest products at IDEX 2021. Ukrainian new combat drone makes international debut at IDEX 2021. Highland Systems unveils potentially revolutionary multi-role vehicle at IDEX 2021. Saab delivers third global I aircraft to United Arab Emirates. U.S. Air Force T-38 trainer aircraft crashes and burns in Alabama. AM General unveils Humvee NX T-360 fitted with Javelin missile at IDEX 2021. Arcos will be exhibiting all its expertise at IDEX 2021. The next headlines are from SupChina, top news about China. China discloses 4 military fatalities from India border clash last June. Elmi apologizes to food delivery drivers after setting impossible targets for holiday bonus pay. This is the No Views, daily automated podcast news. Today, in the GMT time zone, is Sunday, February 21st, 2021. Now, more headlines. The next headlines are from KRON4 San Francisco. Trump to speak at CPAC in first post-White House appearance. It was worth it, Rep. Eric Swalwell on impeachment trial outcome, pandemic. California Lieutenant Governor Canalejas addresses recall effort, states vaccine rollout. What are the upcoming changes to California's vaccine rollout? California legislators push to reopen schools. San Francisco teachers, school district remain at odds over reopening. 2 first responders struck in drive-by shooting in Antioch. Green crossed the line in Warriors loss to Hornets. San Franciscans take advantage of walk-up COVID-19 vaccine clinic. The next headlines are from the Daily Herald. Tanzania's president admits country has COVID-19 problem. Israel starts reopening economy after 2-month lockdown. UN nuclear chief in Iran as it threatens watchdogs cameras. Offs beat Golden Knights 3-2 in delayed Lake Tahoe game. Constable, snowmobilers' dreams of white February finally arrive. Navy veteran brings technical expertise to Geneva High School theater department. After son's overdose death, West Dundee family launches initiative to raise money, awareness. The perfect storm, how the COVID-19 pandemic has exacerbated the suburbs' opioid crisis. Police investigating fatal hit and run in Round Lake Beach. The next alerts are from the Global Disaster Alerting and Coordination System, a cooperative effort from disaster managers worldwide. Drought is ongoing in Iraq, Syria, Turkey. Drought is ongoing in Madagascar. Drought is ongoing in Algeria, Morocco. Drought is ongoing in Mexico, United States. Drought is ongoing in Kazakhstan, Russia. Drought is ongoing in Angola, Congo, DRC, Namibia. Drought is ongoing in Bolivia, Brazil. Green alert for tropical cyclone Guam 21. Population affected by category 1, 120 kilometers per hour, wind speeds or higher is 0. Green alert for tropical cyclone Duduan 21. Population affected by category 1, 120 kilometers per hour, wind speeds or higher is 0. Green earthquake alert, magnitude 5.6 m, depth 6.67 km, in Vanuatu February 20, 2021, 2:44 UTC, about 88,000 people within 100 kilometers. You are hearing the No Views, daily automated podcast news. Today is Sunday, February 21st in the Greenwich Mean Time zone. Headlines here were found today in news feeds from around the world, but we do focus on the USA, one of the world's current 195 countries. Now, more news. The next headlines are from ABC Houston. Fauci, possible Americans will be wearing masks in 2022 to protect against COVID-19. George Floyd-themed dance proposal sign sparks investigation, outrage. Water and food distribution sites open across the Houston area. Man killed in Northwest Houston crash. Boy rescued from icy Texas pond after dog walker spots him, video. Lawyers, new evidence in Malcolm X assassination points to possible conspiracy. East End house fire kills 3 family dogs, started by space heaters, family says. 2 injured in Channelview house fire after family tried to stay warm with fire on front porch. Part of the family, stranger shelter stranded delivery driver for days during Texas winter storms. FEMA includes grants for temporary housing, home repairs in Texas emergency aid. The following headlines are from China Post, top news about China, Taiwan and the world. John Travolta selling $5 M Oceanic mansion with 20 bedrooms. Tunisian doctor plays violin to boost virus patients' morale. Medvedev recalls long-ago practice session with Djokovic. An updated version of Brian Stelter's hoax coming in June. Rower Stone pursuing Olympics that delayed medical career. UAE weapons show draws major deals, traders amid pandemic. Officials, roadside bombs in Afghanistan kill 3, wound 20. Washington taps pastors to overcome racial divide on vaccine. The following headlines are from The Gothamist. Central Park ice rinks to close early after city cuts contract with Trump organization. NYC researcher offers behind-the-scenes look at WHO mission to find COVID-19's origins. Extra Extra, the value of kindness in a cruel world as explained by George Saunders. NY lawmakers seek to create a predictable funding stream for anti-violence programs. Cuomo says portion of COVID vaccines delayed by winter storm will be distributed by Sunday. Coronavirus statistics, tracking the epidemic in New York. Organizers in New York City's early COVID epicenter help fill in the gaps for Texans after dangerous winter storm. Cuomo urges NY colleges and universities to ramp up campus testing to avoid full remote learning. Asian Americans express alarm over recent acts of violence and demand action. City Hall says no decision yet on hiring 475 new NYPD school safety agents. We hope you are enjoying this podcast. If you have a suggestion for a new RSS feed we should add, please leave it in a comment on our YouTube page. Next, info on a few earthquakes today from earthquaketoday.com. Minor earthquake, 3.5 mag strikes near Oregon. Minor earthquake, and 2.8 quake has struck near Coyanosa in Texas. Light earthquake, 4.8 mag was detected near Adak in Alaska. Light earthquake, 4.5 mag strikes near Dampu in Indonesia. Minor earthquake 2.8 mag, 13 kilometers northwest of La Joya, New Mexico. Light earthquake, M4.3 quake has struck near Levuka in Fiji. Light earthquake 4.2 mag, 82 kilometers south by southeast of Panguna, Papua New Guinea. Minor earthquake, 3.3 mag strikes near Andreanof Islands, Aleutian Islands, Alaska. Light earthquake 4 mag, 134 kilometers east of Kimbe, Papua New Guinea. Light earthquake, 4.3 mag has occurred near South Shetland Islands. The next headlines are from globalissues.org. In Argentina's Chaco region, the forest is also a source of electricity. The next headlines are from blacklistednews.com. There's no chip in the vaccine, Brits told during primetime ad. The No Change presidency. Coca-Cola forces employees to take white fragility author's course on how to be less white. The following headlines are from Snopes, a fact-checking service. Power failure, how a winter storm pushed Texas into crisis. Did Ted Cruz leave his dog Snowflake at home while traveling to Cancun? Trump repeats election claims and interviews, is unchallenged. Judge rejects Rep. Devin Nunes defamation suit against CNN. Biden's first month was about erasing the mark of former guy. Is Rep. Marjorie Taylor Greene's husband a familiar celebrity? Pandemic makes prostitution taboo in Nevada's legal brothels. Did Schwarzenegger and President Bush sled into Barbara Bush, breaking her leg? Does a photo show shortest, fattest, tallest men in Europe in 1919? Did Flora Spring help a 65-year-old man poop out 42 pounds? The next headlines are from factcheck.org. Wind turbines didn't cause Texas energy crisis. We are now about 2/3 of the way through today's news headlines. When everything is working, this feed will auto-update 3 times per day. Join us daily to stay informed. The next headlines are from the Daily Beast. GOP Arkansas Governor Asa Hutchinson says I would not support Trump run in 2024. Prince William sad and shocked at Harry hitting back at the Queen. Inside the melodious mind of Raphael Saadiq. Was Stonehenge moved from Wales? These are the best pairs of underwear we've tried. Why reading Proust is the perfect big lockdown project. COVID would kill me, too bad I live in a vaccine hellhole. When 60 Minutes hysteria nearly shot down a NASA mission to Saturn. This graphic novel is the Moby Dick of tabloid murders. Russia's TikTok generation is Putin's Achilles heel. The next headlines are from the New York Post. United Airlines pilot called Mayday as engine exploded above Denver. Biden could visit storm-ravaged Texas as soon as this week, White House says. Stream it or skip it, Devil May Care on Siffy, where a guy goes to hell to be the devil's social media manager. Skateboarding star Nita Houston charged with hosting super spreader party in LA. Semi-automatic handgun used to shoot at cops during Bronx arrest, NYPD. The following headlines are from astronomy.com. Ask Astro I, what happens when a galaxy ejects its supermassive black hole? Ask Astro I, can New Horizons help us find Planet 9? You're tuned to the No Views, daily automated podcast news. If you are hearing this, you found something super unknown. Congratulations. Now back to the headlines. The next science headlines are from CBS News. Mars rover beams back dramatic landing selfie. What's behind the extreme cold in Texas? The next headlines are from the New York Daily News. 8-year-old girl missing since 2019 found dead on Montana Indian reservation. Texas family files $100 lawsuit against energy company after 11-year-old son dies in winter storm. CIT, Saturday Night Live skewers Cuomo over COVID-19 nursing home deaths. Taking the bully pulpit too far, NY Democrats say they have had enough of Cuomo's aggressive tactics. Violent protests continue in Spain after rapper's arrest. 1 person killed, 3 injured in shooting at suburban Philadelphia bowling alley. 2 tourists try to bribe Hawaii airport worker with $3,000 to dodge COVID quarantine, authorities say. Plane parts rain on Colorado neighborhoods, jet lands safely. Neanderthals died out 42,000 years ago as Earth's magnetic poles flipped, scientists claim. Snowmobiler dies in Idaho avalanche. The following headlines are from military.com. In a Navy with lots of traditions, a small, very personal one continues. Civilian plane crash victim was valued member of Wisconsin Air National Guard. The Coast Guard's eye in the sky, Civil Air Patrol monitors ice along Connecticut and Thames rivers. Strangers unite to ensure veteran who died was not alone or forgotten. Seattle-based Coast Guard icebreaker returns home after first mission in nearly 40 years to wintertime Arctic. History-making U2 pilot puts her toughness to the test in CBS reality show Tough as Nails. Declaring America is back, Biden tries to regain Europe's trust. Navy says vaccinations allow first steps toward more normal deployments. Up to 60 Lake Champlain sailors in isolation after more than a dozen on board test positive for COVID-19. Inspector General reviews Trump relocation of Space Command. The next headlines are from the Chicago Tribune. Bronzeville man arrested after allegedly stabbing woman, 3 children in domestic dispute, Chicago police say. Landmarks, Calumet Country Club controversy and Homewood a prime example of NIMBY activism, and I couldn't be more grateful. Woman, 3 children injured in rollover Lakeshore Drive crash, officials say. Man's body found in South Shore garbage can. Black Lives Matter activist from Zion charged with felony for alleged actions during protests in Kenosha over police shooting of Jacob Blake. Woman's body discovered in snowbank behind Park Ridge business. Coronavirus in Illinois updates, 1,922 new confirmed and probable COVID-19 cases and 42 additional deaths reported Saturday. Quick hitter of a system to bring 2-3 inches of snow Sunday as temps on the rise, forecasters say. Bail denied for man on parole accused of West Side murder, attempted robbery. Carjackings in Chicago, including one involving retired cops, end with SWAT standoff and arrest of 2 at Via Park Motel. The following headlines are from phys.org. America has sent 5 rovers to Mars, when will humans follow? Floods cripple Indonesia's capital. Southern cities hit hard by storms face new crisis, no water. Thank you for listening and for staying informed. This audio was produced today, Sunday, February 21st, in the GMT time zone. The next headlines are from Discover magazine. Apophis, doomsday asteroid, or just a passing space rock? The next headlines are from the Seattle Times. Inter boosts title hopes by winning biggest derby in decade. Coronavirus Daily News Updates, February 21st, what to know today about COVID-19 in the Seattle area, Washington State and the world. Foss saw left hand's injury hit Norway second gold at Ski Worlds. Barcelona held 1-1 by Cadiz, Messi record 506th league game. Startups seek to breathe new life into stagnant wheelchair industry. The following headlines are from mercurynews.com. COVID-19, can SF startup subscription model save Bay Area restaurants? How Dodgers, Padres moves have shaped the Giants' view of their 2021 playoff path. Los Gatos specialty market fulfills dream for Chicago native. Milpitas community briefs for the week of February 26th. San Jose community briefs for the week of February 26th. TV this week, Superman and Lois debuts. Coronavirus, when will there be enough vaccine? San Jose Sharks, 8 burning questions for their 8-game homestand. DoorDash delivers funding to Saratoga Rotary Foundation. Campbell community briefs for the week of February 26th. The next headlines are from the Washington Times. Spokesman, Libyan minister survives attack on motorcade. Woman dies, man wounded in shootout with police in Lincoln. Libyan interior minister attacked by gunmen in Tripoli, survives. Gymnastics coach sentenced to 32 years for sexual assault. Masks in 2022, Dr. Anthony Fauci says it is possible. Britain moves up timeline for COVID vaccination of all adults. Mount Pleasant honors town's first black police officer. Arizona reports 1,804 new COVID-19 cases and 25 more deaths. The next headlines are from The Intercept. What drove the historically large murder spike in 2020? Thirsty, cold, and scooping feces with their hands, crisis in reality winners Texas prison. Nursing home industry avoids scrutiny for COVID-19 deaths as powerful lobby goes to work. This is No Views, daily automated podcast news. You are hearing headlines for Sunday, February 21st, 2021. Now more. The next headlines are from Eureka Alert. Colorful connection found in coral's ability to survive higher temperatures. Optical frequency combs found a new dimension. The next headlines are from the Chicago Sun-Times. Persons shot on Eisenhower XP near Colmar. Why I stand with Father Michael Fleger. 540,904 Illinois residents have received both required COVID-19 vaccine doses, about 4.3% of the population, Hive updates. Person killed in rollover crash on I-57 near 107th, Good Samaritan struck by vehicle, state police. New state senator wants to put the focus on Northsiders who are never seen. Dear Abby, boy was devastated when dad took his money, then a kind soul stepped up. Chicago outdoors, woodpecker comparison, Freud card, hiking effort leaps ahead, sturgeon tastes like pork. Woman, 2 children wounded in Bronzeville stabbing, 1 person in custody. Woman found dead lying in Park Ridge snowbank, police. 5 injured in South Shore crash. The next headlines are from Detroit Metro. 10 best senior dating sites for love, dating 50, 60, 70 plus. Where to find Lent fish fries in the Detroit area. Elite Singles Review, find out at the real cost. You are hearing today's news headlines. These headlines are for Sunday, February 21st, 2021. Now more. The next headlines are about world records making news. Inside the insane diet and world record smashing career of Olympic gold medalist Ryan Crouser, Yahoo Eurosport UK. Force textile face mask that inactivates the SARS-CoV-2, world record set by Portuguese companies, World Record Academy. 10 celebrities who hold Guinness World Records. The things. Bidgewashed 2021, looking back at the Euros, International Paralympic Committee. Kept off a road, virus-bound Chinese set box office record, Arkansas Online. Mums the word is Larissa Ipachino breaks World U20 indoor long jump record, News 18. World record broken in solo row across Atlantic, Yahoo News. Stimmy sets new Apex Legends damage world record, DBLTAP. American Mikaela Shiffrin settles for bronze medal in slalom at World Ski Championships, ESPN. Video, how to set a Guinness World Record during lockdown, Western Telegraph. The next headlines are from Gizmodo. Official Twitch gaming stream replaces audio from Metallica performance with, whatever this is. Chunks of United Airlines plane rain down on Colorado suburb following engine trouble. Winter storm energy prices in Texas leave customers with astronomical bills that can reach up to $17,000. Entire California school board resigns after chewing out parents on accidental Zoom broadcast. Google fires another top researcher on its AI ethics team. Paul Feig, Charlize Theron, and Kerry Washington are taking us to the school of good and evil. The Louisiana city struck by 2 hurricanes last year is suffering in this week's deep freeze. An artist used a drone to photograph rarely seen ICE detention centers. J.J. Abrams' subject to change will be a mind and reality-bending new series. Saturday's best deals, CompuStar 2-way remote start kit, Dyson V7 allergy, Gulu car jump starter, Casa smart plugs, Corsair Virtuoso headset, and more. What place in the world had the hottest and coolest temperatures today? According to ElDoradoWeather.com, the hottest place on Earth in the past 24 hours was Murray Arrow in Australia at 109.58 degrees Fahrenheit or 43.1 degrees Celsius. The coldest recorded weather temperature on Earth in the past 24 hours was University WID in Dome Fuji at 32 degrees Fahrenheit or 0 degrees Celsius. The following headlines are from Ars Technica. A Curious Observer's Guide to Quantum Mechanics, Part 7, The Quantum Century. New malware found on 30,000 Macs has security pros stumped. As coronavirus variants spread, the U.S. struggles to keep up. The following headlines are from Raw Story. Ted Cruz buried under avalanche of scorn for sad photo ought to prove he cares about storm-ravaged Texans. Please, just answer it. ABC host catches Steve Scalise shamelessly deflecting on Trump's role in attack. Donald Trump will destroy the Republican Party, here's how Democrats can help. Michael Flynn's embrace of QAnon conspiracy theories set the stage for the Capitol insurrection, report. I was a Rush Limbaugh whisperer. Lindsey Graham's friends worry about how he's changed SE jockeys for the crown in a pro-Trump GOP. Big money GOP donors are funneling cash to anti-Trump Republicans to battle his influence, report. Energy exec brags of hitting the jackpot as natural gas prices surge amid deadly crisis in Texas. 2 reasons we cannot ignore evangelicals, and 2 ways we can break their political power. The chaos in Texas underscores the U.S. government's level of unpreparedness for natural disasters. The next headlines are from Mother Jones. Antarctic stunner, mysterious creatures discovered under a half-mile of ice. AOC flies to Texas to help at a food bank. Biden declares major disaster in Texas. Texas is finally starting to thaw. Millions still don't have water. When the GOP left Texans to freeze, locals stepped up with mutual aid. Human destruction of nature is senseless and suicidal. I'm obsessed with this song about intrusive thoughts. The next items are today's top search results for extraterrestrial life. McDermott, even as we look for echoes of Martian life, is someone else looking for us, STLtoday.com. Vermont Bad Degrees, developing tomorrow's students' perspective RutlandHerald.com, Rutland Herald. The following items are today's top search results for the term neuroplasticity. Silicon oxide, SiOx, ReRAM technology market hits $79 MN booming at a CAGR of plus 23% by 2028 leading with Weebit, KSU The Sentinel newspaper, KSU The Sentinel newspaper. We are nearing the end of this broadcast. This report is for Sunday, February 21st, 2021 in the GMT time zone. What cities are in that time zone? Well, Reykjavik, Iceland, for one. You might wonder if our server is in Reykjavik. It could be. The following is from the UFO Chronicles. Project Moondust, Operation Blue Fly and Clifford Stone, RIP. That's it for now. Thanks for enjoying today's newsfeed headlines. This, indeed, has been a No Views, daily automated podcast newscast for Sunday, February 21st, 2021. Bookmark us and tune in each day to our free automated podcast to find out what's going on, around, and, sometimes, light years, beyond the Earth. Fair use statement. True Strange News is a US-based educational not-for-profit news site. We use only parts of content, in transformative ways and without market usurpation. This means you are still going to want to read the original if you are interested in it beyond the headline and any comments we make. We provide links to original sources wherever possible. If you have any copyright concern, please contact us via our About page for immediate remedy. Contact us, Zeno at XENOMAILS 2021 by True Strange News. All rights reserved.